Hey guys, welcome to episode 11. Today we're over at Kiwanis Lake in Tempe. We're gonna check this out this morning, and it's our last lake in Tempe on our community fishing waters. This one I believe is a 13-acre lake. It's a very large lake, very busy park this Saturday morning, and the entire parking lot is about half full. Looks like they also rent little paddle boats at some point in time. So we're gonna go set up over here down the way, and we'll catch up with you once we get all set. It's 9 a.m. on Saturday, I believe July 17th, if I'm correct. We're over here at Kiwanis Lake in Tempe, just set up. Put the catfish pole in here with some bacon. Already starting to get a few little hits, and I don't know if we're gonna run into turtles again today. So I switched back up my number 2 hook I was using at Tempe Town Lake, back to my big octopus circle hook that I normally use for catfish. So we'll stick with that for now, because it helps to avoid getting turtles as well. So we'll keep an eye on this. It was getting bounced around a little bit, not enough to make the bell go off. I'm going to start here with the original chatterbait with a little shad trailer on it up here along the walls. Never been to this lake before. It's a really nice lake. I met another group over here, a father and son. It looks like they're fishing. It's their first time here too, so we'll see how it goes. I'm really trying to get some largemouth bass. It's kind of what I've been targeting, largemouth and catfish at these ponds. I feel like that's your best bet this time of year. So we'll see. I'm working on my game to try to get better at largemouth. But I'm going to throw this little soft plastic on the end of this chatterbait to start, and then I'll kind of mix it up a little bit. The water is very murky, so I can't see how deep it goes right here off the edge, or if there's any structures I might run into. So far, on those first 2 casts, my passes have been fine. I haven't bumped into anything. It's a nice big lake though, 13 acres. Lots of sitting areas, grass all around. And it's just right off of Baseline in Tempe, just almost to Mill Avenue here. There's 2 entrances, one off of Baseline and I believe one off of Mill. So it's a very nice park if you're in this area. It's probably one of the closer parks so far to my house besides the ones that are actually in Maricopa. This one was only about 30 minutes away, so very convenient. Looks like the park hours are from around 6 a.m. up until midnight, so this is another park that would be probably a decent one for night fishing, possibly. I see a few lights around on the walkway, but not a ton of lights, so you'd probably want to bring some of your own lighting if you're going to be doing night fishing here. It's a nice morning here on Saturday. Nice and overcast so far. Okay, we're 30 minutes in here over at Kiwanis Lake. I've been throwing a spinner, I've been throwing a little Rapala shaky shad with no bill, threw a little bit of soft plastic, crawdad, nothing yet. The pole's been out here for 30 minutes with the bacon on it. Little teeny weeny bumps early, but nothing since then. I'm going to switch up here to a swim shad, little storm swim shad along the wall here where I've been seeing minnows moving. I've also been watching the other fishermen around the lake and haven't seen any action yet for them. So let's try this storm little swim shad. It's like a soft plastic. The tails on these really have some nice action, like the bluegill one I have. I don't know if I've ever caught anything with one of these little minnows before. I typically use the bluegill one. It's the one I normally go to, and that one has caught me quite a few quite a few bass. I was coming over to change my lure to try something different than the swim shad, and this got a little bit of a hit, very small, reminiscent of turtles again, or maybe it's going to be like Tempe Town Lake where there might be some small catfish out here or something. Let's see. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit, see what happens. Still feels like there's a little bit of bait on there. It's been about an hour now. It's around 10 o'clock. Still nothing. Tried a bunch of different things. I'm going to try this jointed Rapala here. I've seen a little bit of movement out deeper, so I'm going to try this. Try to go out a little deeper right now around 10 a.m. Still cloudy, overcast, very humid this morning. I think it's about 90 degrees. Had a couple small little tugs on the catfish pole, but I don't know what it was. I don't think they were catfish unless they're the little baby catfish like that were playing with my pole before. I may have to do the same thing I did at Tempe Town Lake and switch out my big circle hook for like a little number 2 or something. I haven't seen any turtles, so that's why I normally don't like to go to a smaller hook unless I know for certain there's no turtles to hook into it. But at Alvord, I didn't see the turtles for a while until they started showing up for my bait, so again, I haven't seen anyone else around me catching anything. Looks like they're all going for a different variety of things. I think I see some guys catfishing, bobber fishing, a couple of guys casting. But most of them are just sitting and waiting, so I think they're catfishing or bottom fishing. Just after 10, we switched up the catfish pole with a chickpea. See if that gets any action. And I've got a whopper plopper here. Still haven't seen any of the other guys catching anything yet. Hopefully somebody will catch something soon. We got quite a few people out here fishing. I just saw a huge fish come up way in the middle there. Probably a carp. I've been trying to stand more square. I know a lot of my videos are a little bit crooked because I kind of stand sideways when I'm fishing, leaning on one foot or the other. In about 30 minutes, I think I will move to one of these gazebos just after 10:30, 10:45, and try one of the gazebos and see if it makes a difference. A little different location. Just after 11, we moved down from this point right down there where that garbage can is, over here to the far side. I've got a catfish pole set up. We've got a little bit of cover. We got a nice overhanging tree over here we can try to cast under. I put the bacon back on the catfish pole, and then I'm going to try for that first. But we have all this area right in here we can try. There's no one else fishing back here, so maybe that's a good or a bad sign. I'm going to start with this Blue Fox minnow spinner, since that's what I had on when I left. I may switch up to a bobber and a worm here soon. It's now around 11:30 here at Kiwanis Lake in Tempe. I've taken a break here from casting. It's getting pretty hot and muggy. I got under this gazebo here, and I went ahead and set this one up with some bacon on it. Still has the number 2 hook on my catfish pole. And then I threw out a bobber over here under the tree with a number 6 hook and a small worm to see what's under there. There's been some action and movement in the water here. The bobber's getting a little bit of action here. It's swimming around a little bit. Let's see if we got something on this bobber. I could use some small bait fish for cut bait. Oh, we got something small in there. He might have fallen off. He fell off. He was small. Let's try it again. He was running with it. I ran out of bluegills that I was using for cut bait over at Tempe-Town Lake for catfish, so if I catch a few small fish, I might keep them. Yeah, my bobber was getting played with a little bit over here. Small worm, looks like it's moving again. Something took it again. I'm going to give it another second, because last time he wasn't on there. He's running with it now. He's running. Is he on there this time? Nope. I think we pulled it out of his mouth again. Must be something really small. And I have a little number 6 hook on there. He was running again with it. Just a small little worm on a number 6 hook here. See if I can get it a little bit more on the hook. They're trying. Maybe we can catch whatever it is, small little fish. Right over in this area. We keep just grabbing a little piece and running off with it. So I think there's like a small, I'm assuming it's like a school of small bluegills. As soon as I put the camera back in the bag in my cooler to cool down, it started to get some bites. So don't know if he's still on there. Oh, I'm getting a bite. I think I do have a little small fish, unless he fell off. He fought for a few seconds. Oh no, he might still be on there. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. We got ourselves a little bluegill. I believe, yeah, I think that's a bluegill, not a crappie. He did gut hook it, but that's great. We could save him for some cut bait. So, hey, at least we didn't get skunked today. Bobber's getting some more action over here, and my catfish / carp pole got a small little ding again, so I'm gonna have to check that, see if the bean's gone. But the bobber was being hit here and running around a little bit, so maybe we can get lucky and snag another bluegill. There it goes again. Come on, stay on there. He's running a little bit with it. Come on. I feel a little fight. I think he's on there. Oh, no. Is he on there? Yeah, he's still on there. We got ourselves maybe another little bluegill. Let's see. Yeah. Another gut-hooked small bluegill, but these are perfect little bait fish. So, be nice if we can stock up on these for the next trip. Just about 12:30, we've gotten 2 bluegills, a couple more hits on this pole that's got some bacon and chickpea on it. Just got hit again just before that last bluegill, and when I checked it, all the bait was gone. So I went ahead and put a little more bacon and another chickpea and threw it out there. So lately it's been getting hit, and they're taking the bait, whatever's out there. I don't see turtles. It's getting some hits right now again. Just little bounces. That was such a small little bounce on there that it didn't even make the bell ring. Just a little. So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's get this bobber back out there. The bell's slightly twisting. There's no wind right now. That's kind of been the area right there where I've been getting my bites, just off the shore near that tree. Just threw the bobber out. It was getting a little bit of action. I'm going to check that. But this one here has just been getting the slightest little stuff, just enough to make the bell just slightly twitch. So Whatever's down there is small, messing with my line. And my bobber was just going a second ago when I went to grab the camera. Right now it doesn't really look like it's moving much, so let me check. It just got a little pop. There it goes again. It's popping still, so maybe there's something small on there. Let's see. Feels like we might have something on there. Yep, something's biting me. I think we got maybe another small bluegill or something. Let's see what we got. Another small bluegill, guys. Number 3. He got hooked again, so it's okay. I'm keeping all these guys for cut bait. But that's 3 bluegills so far. I decided to go ahead and, even after that 3rd bluegill, throw out again. So, I'm going to put the bobber back out here with a worm, and then I put a number 6 hook and a worm on the bottom fishing pole, just because I'm kind of curious to see what's taking all my bait. When I put it out there, it just gets the smallest little tugs. Only once were they ever strong enough to even slightly ring the bell. But I've got that out there with the little number 6 hook like this one with a full worm on it. So we'll see if we can find out what's been eating all of our stuff, maybe. And then maybe we can still get another bluegill if I don't catch a pigeon first. So, oh, see, there we go. It actually got a slight little, oh, there it goes. Actually got a couple of tugs that time. Maybe we have something on there? That was the best tugs I've had. Let's see. I don't know if it's just yanking at it or if something's on there. Seems like it might have stopped. Nope. I just got another, as soon as I reeled in a little bit, something kind of fought with me. I don't think it's still on there, but he tried to take it. He seems strong enough. Not like a little fish for this pole. Oh, just got another little tug, and then the line went limp. I don't feel anything right now, but he keeps coming back for it, so I'm going to try to just set it down. Oh, I just felt it again. Maybe he's on there. Oh yeah, he's on there. It's a bluegill. So it's another bluegill. That's what's been taking all my bait down there. And that like hooked him in the top of the head of all places. But we're going to keep him again for cut bait. But yeah, see, once I switched that smaller hook, they were just bluegills that were bottom fishing, taking all my bait down there. So there's definitely a ton of bluegills in here. That's bluegill number 4. Hey everyone, wrapping up episode 11 here at Kiwanis Lake out in Tempe. It's the last community fishing lake out here in Tempe. Monday I'm planning on heading out to Scottsdale and go to Chaparral, probably Monday morning, weather permitting. So stay tuned for episode 12 at Chaparral in Scottsdale. Today we didn't have much luck with anything but bluegills. Did end up getting 4 bluegills. And that's about it. But a beautiful day, beautiful park. Come check it out. See you guys in the next episode.